feeling like I'm Akademiks.
Gotta act like I'm mad that you're gonna be free, but this is exactly what we wanted because we don't want you in jail. We want you dead. Everybody else died. Anyway, this is well, we saw this video already. Okay, let me see. Boston Richey's coming home. Boston Richey's actually won his trial versus the feds. Him and his co-defendants that were facing over 25 years for, I think it was drugs and guns. And he was charged with 3 things. He beat 2 of the charges, and the other charge he supposedly is going to face retrial for. He just beat the feds in his high-profile federal case involving drugs and a gun that had him and his co-defendant staring down 25 years behind bars. The courtroom verdict came back not guilty, clearing his name, sending shockwaves through the industry. For months, the speculation swirled and about whether or not he could overcome the heavy charge. But today, outcome marks a major victory for the Florida rapper. Fans and supporters are celebrating, while Richey is now going to walk free. Let me see if I can find some more info on it. Yeah. So the details, reveal in complex. They review it. Jury in Tallahassee, they found him not guilty of possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, and also not guilty of a possession of a firearm in furtherance of a drug trafficking offense. His co-defendant, Rayshawn Foster, better known as Real Boston Glizzy, was also found not guilty of the same 2 charges. They face an additional charge that the jury could not decide on, which is conspiracy to distribute marijuana. Now, clearly, we all know this. Oh, sorry, I couldn't see it. Clearly, we know how this usually goes. The rapper is going to claim through his lawyer, well, we're just rappers who have a lot of money. We buy a lot of weed. We weren't trying to distribute it. That was our personal use. Now, a lot of times the government and what they instruct the jury to consider is a lot lesser amount as a personal use amount or amount that is not intended for distribution. But I would imagine the jury could be torn about it because rappers in their lifestyle, they have a lot of drugs or they smoke a lot of weed. So maybe they have a bunch that seemingly could be for distribution, but if you think about the circumstances, could also not be. So they're thinking about that charge, and apparently they might not bring it again, but he's facing retrial for that charge. Apparently he's going to get out on Monday. His brother did call me, and, I'm pretty cool with Boston Richey, so I'm happy that he's getting out. Now, what people didn't realize is that he was on bond for this particular charge in this particular trial, and what allowed his bond to be revoked and he was locked up for the last couple months is that his girl went to the cops and said he beat my ass. Now, didn't I tell you I try to stay out of dick and pussy business because it says Richey was set to be initially released until his new trial, but the decision was reversed after it came to light that he has a warrant in Texas, presumably over the charges stemming from the attack on his girlfriend. Let me give y'all the truth about this. His girlfriend gonna be right there with him, picking him up from jail, sucking his dick the first day. She's gonna show up in Texas and act like all that choking shit never happened. You know why? He's gonna buy her some shit. He's gonna get back on the road, get back to the clubs, make some money, trick on her, and they're gonna fight again like how most toxic couples do. What people don't realize is that his girlfriend, who claimed that he choked her, that allowed her report to the police about it allowed for his bond to get revoked and all this stuff to happen, and he had to go through the trial before getting out. She's been at his house, driving his cars, hanging with his family, despite she was the one who made the claim that he beat her ass. So it's probably safe to assume she's going to stay with him, and not only stay with him, she's going to help him get these charges dropped by not cooperating or whatever the case is. And again, it just kind of shows you most of these situations why you got to mind your business. This is probably, at this point, a move to get some compliance or leverage over him, because if he don't treat her right, she could be like, nah, fuck it, I'm going to let this trial or these charges kind of drag out or keep going, and who knows, he might be still locked up or on house arrest, which he can't perform. So, yeah, the same girl and the same girl that got him locked up basically supposedly went to court every day. So Boston Richey's sister, his sister made that known. His sister said, yo, for all the haters, let's see. Okay. She had said some other shit. It was basically saying, yo, the girl that y'all are saying that he beat up came to court every day supporting him. Why? because these chicks not gonna let the meal ticket walk out the door. Okay, so she's gonna get with him. All right. Anyway,